going on, everyone? Sean here from Krypton Cause Investing, back talking some Infinaeon, the infinitely smarter blockchain, the blockchain that will only ever appreciate in value. And on this video, I did kind of want to just go over some Q&A. There's tons of questions that I wanted to go ahead and answer in video format for people that may not want to watch some of our hour-long Infinaeon talks or Infinaeon Fridays. So let's go ahead and start with the obvious. What is Infinaeon? Infinaeon is an innovative layer 2 blockchain built on Ethereum, utilizing Ethereum as its native gas currency, similar to Base and Arbitrum. This cutting-edge platform introduces a unique mechanism that sets it apart from other chains, a dynamic allocation of gas fees to a smart contract for multiple purposes. The most important being the underlying asset of the chain will always appreciate in value. So the LP token, the wrapped ETH as we can put it, at launch will be worth 1-to-1 with Ethereum. With every single transaction that happens on the blockchain, more Ethereum is going to be tossed into that contract, making the underlying asset more and more valuable as time goes on. Now, before we get into all of the questions coming up, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out that call channel link down below. So let's start off with one of the most popular questions. What token do I get in a pre-sale, and how does it only ever go up in value? Now, to explain that, we need to break down the tokens that are going to be used within the ecosystem. So remember, this is a brand new concept. The blockchain is built from scratch, and this has never been done before. Now, while a lot of blockchains use that one token for LP, gas, and all that stuff, there is a lot of negative stuff that goes along with that. So we decided to break it into 3 different tokens. First up, it's going to be the native token. Now, this is going to be the token that you get in the pre-sale. It's going to have all the benefits of being the native token of a blockchain, but none of the downsides like tons of volatility from people pairing LP, unpairing, all that fun stuff. Now, this token is going to be the one listed on any centralized exchanges that are listed. It's going to be the one listed on CMC, on CoinGecko, 50% of all gas fees, 50% of all DEX fees, and pretty much 50% of all utilities built, be it a token builder, the bridge, the launchpad, will be getting kickback to buying and burning this token. And as I've said in previous videos, just 10% of transactions of Binance would lead to multi-millions of dollars per year buying and burning Infinaeon, the native token. Again, it's the token that you want to hold. It's the token that you're going to get if you contribute in the pre-sale. Coming on down, we have Infinaeon Plus. Now, this is going to be the LP token. If you get on our DEX and you launch a token, you're going to want to pair your token with Infinaeon Plus. This is going to be kind of the game changer, the one that really sets us apart from any other blockchain. So the way this one is going to work is the wrapped ETH in the contract will start 1-to-1 with Ethereum. Every single time a transaction happens on the blockchain, more and more ETH is going to be thrown into that wrapped ETH contract, making it worth more and more ETH. So as time goes on, 1 ETH at launch can now maybe be worth 10 ETH or 20 ETH or 50 ETH or 100 ETH, and who knows how high it can get. It all depends on the volume of transactions that is taking place on the blockchain. And remember, that's every single transaction. You create a contract, you buy a token, you sell a token, you transfer a token. Every single time a transaction occurs on the blockchain, it is going to make the underlying asset Infinaeon Plus more and more valuable. Then, of course, we have our gas token. This is the simplest one of them all. If you know how Base works, it's that simple. You're going to go ahead and take ETH, if you were going to Base, and bridge from ETH to Base ETH, and then you can go back. Same concept. We're going to have a bridge where you just take your normal ETH and bridge it over to Infinaeon ETH, and that's how you're going to interact on the blockchain. So to sum that question up, we have a native token, which is the one you're getting in the pre-sale, and if you're investing, is the one you want to hold. Infinaeon Plus is going to be the absolute game changer that simply sets our blockchain apart from any other blockchain, making the value only ever go up. And Infinaeon Gas token is going to be the token that you interact with to buy, to sell, just like you would with Base or Arbitrum. All right, so I did want to start with that question because that was the most time-consuming question. So let's go ahead. I do have a list right here. It's questions that are constantly being asked. So first up is how long is pre-sale? So this is something that we're trying to keep between 60 and 90 days. We haven't even really fully gotten the marketing up, and it's already at $36.3 thousand. So the goal is to end it as soon as possible. But remember, we're not just raising funds for a token. We are raising funds for a blockchain. And one of the biggest problems with blockchain adoption is people not having funded. Next up, how much is being raised? So we are aiming for no more than 5 million. We have to have integrations across all wallets, CMC, CoinGecko, everywhere you can imagine. We need to get integrations. We need to get different bots, all that good stuff to make sure that the blockchain is running just like your favorite blockchains like Base, Binance, Ethereum. So how many tiers are going to be on the blockchain? So as you can see, we are in tier 1, which is an 8% bonus. Then we're going to go into tier 2 for that 6% bonus, tier 3, 4%, tier 4, 2%, tier 5, basically just at cost of when you purchase. And then next up is when you contribute, how many tokens are you getting in return? So you're going to be getting your dollar value in return plus your percent. So if you donate $1,000, you're going to get $1,000 worth of tokens plus your 8%. The amount you're getting is irrelevant because it's all going to depend on how we set the LP and that starting price. So if you do $1,000 and it 100x, it doesn't matter if you get 0.1% of the supply or 1% of the supply, it's still going to be 1,000x and will all equal out no matter how it's done. So the important thing to know is that you're getting your dollar value plus the percent. Next question is, do we have a KYC? I do want to hop back on over to our website. We do have a KYC that was done through Assured DeFi. Those guys over there are great. They have a really good company. That's why we chose them. Myself, Rebel Matt, and Squid Grow Joe, we have all been KYC. Next up is where can I contribute? That would be over on presale.infinion.com, and that could be done with ETH, Binance, Arbitrum, Base, Matic, or even a credit card. Next up is when can other tokens launch on the blockchain? So once that blockchain is live, we have no control over who launches and when they launch. Tokens will be able to launch at that point when and however often they want. Another popular question is, how are we going to get tokens to launch on the chain? Now, if you don't know us, we have obviously my YouTube channel that you're watching right here. We also have our marketing company, Krypton Cause Investing, that we've been doing for about 2 years now. Now, through that time, we've made tons of connections with devs, with anyone you can imagine. Now, there's tons of people already messaging us saying they want to launch on our blockchain. So we're going to go ahead and obviously support them launching on the blockchain, especially if they're known and they're trusted. Also, a big part of raising funds, we'll be able to offer grants and different things like that to make sure that we have different people launching on our blockchain. Another super popular question is, what's going to be the market cap? Now, the market cap is going to be kind of dependent on the raise, but I think it'll roughly be around where we stopped trading at to start the pre-sale, which I think was about 1.5 million. So again, stay tuned on that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what the market cap is, just like percentages don't matter. All that matters is the amount of tokens that you're getting compared to the dollar value. So again, you contribute $1,000, you're going to get $1,000 worth of tokens. And just another one I want to toss in real quick, because a lot of people are asking about Telegram and what will happen if they shut Telegram down, with all the stuff that came to light about Telegram yesterday with the founder getting arrested. Not here to talk about that. But if Telegram gets shut down, we already have a huge community on Discord and on Twitter and on YouTube already built. We will simply transition to those 3 things. Telegram will just obviously no longer be the main hub. Now, of course, there's tons of more questions. I'll continue to do more videos as more questions roll in, but that is a lot of the hot topic questions. Hopefully it answered all, but that's going to do it for this video. And until next time, trade safe.